Yo, my name is Mina with Mina Manifestations, and if you're running across this video, it's because I manifested for the right people to see it at the right divine timing. I'm going to post some energy on the collective, see what your spirit team needs you to know at this time. If you do not consent to me reading your energy, please scroll now. Hello, collective. Welcome to my YouTube. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if this video resonates with you in any way. To all my new subscribers, I would like to welcome you. I want you to check out my link tree. You can find my link tree in the description box below this video. On my link tree, you will have access to all my other platforms and see what all I'll be having going on. To all my day ones, everybody who's been here with me since day one, I would like to welcome you back. Okay, I really appreciate you for always coming back to fuck with me. Thank you so much for being here. I also want to thank my spirit team for always helping me give y'all these accurate messages. Okay. So for this particular message, I was channeling, I don't know who sang the song, but when I saw her face, I'm a believer. Alright, so collective, I feel like you have made someone a believer or someone has made you a believer. Now, when I first got this message, I immediately thought about the Most High, but this does not necessarily have to mean that, okay? So, yeah, for some of you, somebody have made you a believer in God. Maybe you are somebody who grew up hearing about God, but you had no proof, okay, that a Most High exists. So I'm definitely picking up on atheist energy, okay? So if this is not you and you know you believe in source, then you have to switch roles. Somebody feels like you have made them a believer, okay? Maybe somebody has been looking in on your life. It's going to resonate different for everybody. You guys, please keep in mind that I read past, present, and future energy. And take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it don't fit, don't force it, okay? So, maybe somebody has been looking in on your life and they feel like they have picked up some type of evidence of God being real or something like that. Or this could be you. Maybe you've encountered somebody, or maybe you've experienced something recently, okay, that has made you a believer. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but it's such a beautiful thing. Now, this could be scary for some people. A lot of people who wakes up and get some type of evidence of source shows himself like, hey, I'm here, I'm right here. A lot of people could feel like they about to go to hell because they done did a lot of stuff, okay? a lot of people wake up to the wrath of God before they wake up to acknowledging him or acknowledging her. Okay, I don't know what your beliefs are. Okay, so acknowledging source. Now, for others of you, this has nothing to do with the Most High. Collective, you have made somebody a believer in you. Okay, maybe something that you said that somebody felt like they wanted to call your bluff, or they felt like you was bullshitting when you was talking, and maybe they're figuring out that when you speak, when you finally do speak, because maybe you somebody who don't say much, but when you finally do speak, I swear you mean what you say, okay? Or this could be somebody who have made you a believer that they mean business. Okay, for a lot of you, this could be you made somebody believe in love again. Okay, I'm definitely channeling that. This could be somebody who have went through different partners and they've had different people who shitted on them, and they just gave up on the thought of real genuine love. They probably grew up in a household where their mom didn't love their daddy for real, or their daddy didn't love their mama for real. It's just like a distorted versions of love that they've experienced until they ran across you, is what I'm getting. Now for my day ones, those of you who are wondering, when I be shuffling my cards, because I be energetically hearing y'all when y'all ask certain questions, even when it's in your head and stuff. I can hear you. Okay. Now I have I have certain decks that I mix. So if you be looking at my decks and you're wondering what decks I be using, sometimes I mix like 3 decks together, or sometimes I mix 2 decks together. It depends on how I'm feeling. Okay. I am not your everyday traditional type of reader. Okay. I do read oracle cards. I do read tarot cards. I got my homemade decks. Okay. I mix my decks sometimes. Sometimes I go by the actual meaning of the card. Sometimes I go by the imagery on the card. Okay. You gonna get dizzy trying to keep up with me and how I deliver these messages. Okay. Because it's gonna be different every time. Okay, I'm a channeler. I'm also a reader. It's going to be different every time. Trying to keep up with me, okay? So, back to the message. All right, so collective, for some of you, you could have told somebody something. All right, maybe you gave somebody some wisdom. Some type of wisdom, okay, when it comes to life. And somebody heard you, but they ain't hear you for real. They didn't believe you. But something has happened in their life, and they like, what the fuck? The collective was right the whole time? Are you serious? And whoever this is, I feel like they're in their head right now. I feel like whoever this is has to change their whole perspective when it comes to life. They have to change the way they think. Everything they thought, they got to completely erase what they thought when they think that they thought what they thought. Let me stop playing. Whoever this is, I feel like they had a certain perspective when it comes to life. And when they discovered something pertaining to you, they had to change their perspective on life. All right? They're having to reevaluate themselves, reevaluate something that they've been doing. Somebody literally had to go in hermit mode after discovering something that you told them was for real. It was true. They had to get by themselves like, oh my God. Somebody could feel like they're the problem. That they have been the problem this whole time. And they didn't know. They didn't know that they was the problem. The way that they was moving was karmic. They didn't know. They thought that this is how it is in life. They didn't know that they had that there were forces beyond human understanding that governs us, that watches us, okay? That guides us. They didn't know. They didn't know that what's done in the dark comes into the light. They didn't know that these things that they've done in the dark would come to the light. That's for somebody specific. I'm definitely hearing, I didn't know. I did not know. For a lot of y'all, this doesn't necessarily have to do with source. Okay, this could be with a certain way that they're doing things, and I'm definitely picking up on magic now. Okay, maybe you have a certain friend, maybe you don't do magic at all. Maybe you have a certain friend who you told, hey, you don't have to do that like that. All you got to do is pray. All you got to do is do this, this, and that, and that. This is somebody specific. And somebody looked at you crazy because they like, listen, baby. They probably didn't say this to you, but this probably what I was thinking. My grandma did it this way. My great grandma did it this way. This how we do it, baby. It ain't stopped us before. Okay? It ain't hurt us before. What's so different about now? Okay? This goes back to something that I was saying in my ancestral message about sacrifice, human sacrifice or animal sacrifice. Okay, just you putting somebody up on game, like you don't even got to do it like that. What you doing? Okay. For a lot of y'all, it ain't that. It don't got nothing to do with witchcraft. It don't got nothing to do with swords. Don't got nothing to do with love. But for somebody in the collective, you have made somebody a believer when it comes to something that you said or something that you did. Okay? And I feel like ever since they discovered that something that you said or did was true or genuine, or something that you said or did was the correct way, or it can be done this way, because I feel like a lot of different, there is 1,000 ways to skin a cat. Okay? It's a million different ways that you can do a certain thing, but somebody like the way you do it, collective. Somebody like the way you do it. God is using you in your life as an example to show others a better way to do something. Is what I'm picking up on. Okay? I'm being called to go back to the example that I gave about the magic situation. Picking up on a different example. Collective, maybe you are a white witch is what I'm picking up on, and maybe you are attracting different people who does magic as well, and they feel comfortable sharing certain stuff with you because you do magic, but they didn't know that you was a white witch, that it was certain stuff that you didn't do. Okay, so this is why they felt so comfortable telling you the way that they do what they do, right? And maybe you put somebody up on game that, okay, you don't have to do human sacrifice or animal sacrifice. You can sacrifice versions of yourself, older versions of yourself that you no longer want to use anymore. Different low vibrational characteristics within you that you want to let go of, that you can actually sacrifice to manifest something that you want, to manifest something new. Get rid of something old within you to manifest something new. Okay? Definitely picking up on that. Look what's on the top of the deck. I'm about to pull the deck. Black magic. Look. Okay. I'm just gonna pull a couple of these. I'm not gonna pull too many. Look, you was lying the whole time. So somebody felt like you was lying when you said something to them. Okay? And somebody just got some 3D proof that you was telling the truth, baby. Somebody could be understanding that something that they've been doing in life is the reason why their life has been hard. Somebody have been making something harder than what it has to be is what I'm picking up on. Okay? We got beauty coming out in reverse. This could also be a certain way that somebody has been manifesting their beauty. Okay? Something significant about a beauty ritual. Child. Now, you know what I'm picking up on now? Somebody doing something with their period blood, or somebody doing something with somebody else's blood on their face. Y'all, I'm channeling American Horror Story, where she was getting those slaves' blood and putting it on her face to make herself more youthful. So when you told somebody something, I feel like they wanted to know why or why not. Okay, maybe you gave them some advice, but God was speaking through you to somebody. And maybe they didn't ask you specifically why or why not, but they wanted to know. Or maybe they did ask you why or why not. Okay? Maybe when you're explaining certain stuff, collective, maybe you need to explain the whys and why not. If you are some type of spiritual advisor, it says no one likes you because they don't know the real you. It's coming out in reverse. So for somebody different in the collective, I feel like you could have gave somebody some type of advice pertaining to their character. I feel like this is somebody who spends a lot of time making something look good. Okay? Dressing dress it up and make it real for me. Okay? Dress it up and make it real for you. I don't know what that is, but this is somebody who is broken internally, but they spend a lot of time, energy, money to make it seem like they got it all together. And maybe you could have advised somebody to why not just spend that time, energy, and money to work on your inner self. Okay, that way you don't have to pretend no more. You don't have to deceive. You don't have to wear a mask and pretend to be divine. You can just really be a divine masculine or a divine feminine. Okay, I'm picking up on that too. So last but not least, I'm being called to pull a room. So I noticed it kind of came out in reverse. So I just basically feel like you could have helped somebody tap into their personal power. Or this could also represent unconscious. So you could have helped somebody wake up to something, is what I'm getting. Wake up to the world around them. Could be very significant. Okay. You could have helped somebody tap into their independence. You could have helped somebody become more stable in their life after evaluating something that you said, getting some type of proof, 3D proof the universe could have showed them. Okay. And help somebody tap into their power, collective. And I'm so proud of you. Look at you waking people up. Look at you. If any of this sound like it resonated with you, make sure you hit that like button. If you would like to donate to my channel, click that description box and you will find my Venmo and my PayPal. I appreciate all donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And y'all stay safe out here.